We'd like to also say that if we mispronounce any names, we would like to apologize. It is certainly not intended to be any form of disrespect. United States Marine Sergeant Ian M. Tawney.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Joseph E. Rodewald.
United States Army Chaplain Captain Dale Allen Guess.
United States Army Private First Class Anthony T. Justison.
United States Army Private First Class United States Army Private First Class Aaron L. McLean.
United States Army Sergeant Joshua A. Langsdorf.
United States Army Sergeant Elijah J. Rowell.
United States Navy Petty Officer 3rd Class David M. Mudge.
United States Marine First Lieutenant Michael Johnson.
Oregon National Guard Sergeant Earl D. Werner.
Oregon National Guard Specialist Taylor D. Marks.
United States Marine Corporal Matthew R. Lemke.
United States Army Private First Class Richard A. DeWater.
United States Army Chief Warrant Officer Joshua M. Tillery.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Robert L. Johnson.
United States Army PFC Cody J. Eggleston.
Oregon National Guard Captain Bruno G. Del Salini.
Oregon National Guard Lieutenant Colonel James L. Willey.
United States Army Private Tan Q. No.
United States Army Sergeant James M. Trevor.
United States Army Corporal Jessica Ann Ellis.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Dustin L. Hannah.
United States Army Private First Class Joshua A. R. Young.
United States Army Sergeant Mikhail W. Miller.
United States Army Sergeant Zachary W. McBride.
United States Army Sergeant Joshua C. Brennan.
United States Army Sergeant Elliot W. Scott.
United States Army Corporal Graham McMahon.
United States Army Captain Drew Jensen.
United States Army SFC Adrian Marcos Eliazade.
United States Army BFC Daniel Allen Leckel.
United States Army Corporal Corey and Cooper, his Army service dog.
United States Army Specialist Michelle Green.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Stephen Stacy.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Juan Manuel Garcia Schill.
United States Army Specialist Joseph P. Kenny.
United States Army Specialist Dominic N. Rodriguez.
United States Army Sergeant First Class Christopher Henderson.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Dale G. Peterson.
United States Army Sergeant Michael Lewis Vaughn.
United States Army Private Brett Andre Walton.
United States Army Sergeant Jason A. Schaefer.
United States Army Sergeant First Class John S. Stevens.
United States Army Sergeant Nicholas J. Leitner.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Nathan Windsor.
Oregon National Guard Sergeant Lon N. Wynn.
United States Army Private First Class Brian A. Browning.
United States Army Private First Class Ryan J. Hill.
United States Army Sergeant Sean P. Finnerty.
United States Army Sergeant Brennan C. Gibson.
United States Army Corporal Billy B. Ferris.
United States Army Specialist Douglas C. Desjardins.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Derek W. Jones.
United States Army Private First Class Dean R. Bright.
United States Army Corporal Chase A. Hagg.
Oregon National Guard Staff Sergeant Nathaniel B. Brad Lindsay.
United States Army Reserve Staff Sergeant Robert J. Paul.
United States Army Sergeant First Class Richard J. Pincus II.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Randy L. Newman.
United States Army Private Joseph R. Blake.
United States Navy Petty Officer Second Class Mark A. Lee.
United States Marine Captain Christopher T. Pate.
United States Staff Sergeant Jason M. Eddy.
United States Army Specialist Robert L. Jones.
United States Army Private First Class Thomas L. Tucker.
United States Army Specialist Jeremy M. Loveless.
United States Navy Petty Officer Third Class Marcus J. Nettles.
United States Army Specialist Ryan Doran Walker.
United States Marine Lance Corporal John M. Holmesen.
United States Army Sergeant William Meusen.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Tyler Schroeder.
United States Army Specialist Vernon Widener.
Oregon National Guard Warrant Officer Adrian B. Stump.
Oregon National Guard Staff Sergeant Tane Baum.
United States Navy Petty Officer First Class Jeffrey A. Lucas.
Oregon National Guard Sergeant John B. Ogburn III.
United States Army Sergeant Jacob Simpson.
United States Army Private First Class Specialist Ricky W. Rockhold Jr.
United States Navy Hospitalman Aaron A. Kent.
United States Army Private First Class Kevin S.K. Wessel.
United States Army Major Stephen W. Thornton.
Oregon National Guard Staff Sergeant Kevin D. Davis.
United States Army Sergeant Adam J. Willendorf.
Oregon National Guard First Class Mark C. Warren.
United States Marine Corporal James Lee Moore.
United States Army First Lieutenant Nano Ho.
Washington National Guard Sergeant Damian Piesick.
United States Army Specialist Edwin Roothouse.
United States Army Sergeant David A. Mitz.
United States Army Specialist Jeremy E. Christensen.
Special recognition, New York National Guard Specialist David L. Rostro.
Oregon National Guard Sergeant David W. Johnson.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Aaron Boyles.
Oregon National Guard Staff Sergeant David J. Weissenberg.
Oregon National Guard Sergeant Benjamin Eisenberg.
Oregon National Guard Private First Class Ken Leaston.
United States Marine Corporal Brian Kelly.
United States Marine Lance Corporal James Houston Jr.
Oregon National Guard Specialist Eric McKinley.
Oregon National Guard Sergeant Justin Ioley.
Oregon National Guard Specialist Justin Linden.
Oregon National Guard First Lieutenant Eric McCrae.
United States Army Reserve Private First Class Joseph Jeffries.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Bob Roberts.
United States Army Specialist Chase Whittam.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Gary Van Leuven.
United States Army Specialist Philip Rogers.
United States Army Private First Class William Ramirez.
United States Army United States Army Sergeant Travis Lupart.
Sergeant Major Eric F. Cook.
Oregon National Guard Specialist Nathan Nagus.
United States Army Specialist Christopher Wesley.
United States Army Specialist Joseph Blickenstaff.
United States Army Chief Warrant Officer Eric Kesterson.
United States Army Staff Sergeant David S. Perry.
United States Army Sergeant First Class Christopher Willoughby.
United States Marine Corporal Travis Braddock Nowell.
United States Navy Hospitalman Joshua McIntosh.
United States Army Staff Sergeant Robert Seaver.
United States Marine Captain Aaron Contreras.
United States Air Force Major Gregory L. Stone.
United States Marine Second Frederick E. McCorney Jr.
United States Army Sergeant Donald Walters.
United States Army Reserve Specialist Brandon Tobler.
United States Marine Lance Corporal Brian Bertrand.
United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael S. Zilma.